instead to a deck of cards. Is there anyone here amongst us today who has a comfort level with playing cards?
A lot of people.
And it doesn't mean it's the product of a misspent youth. Thank you. Brian, welcome. I was going to say you made it late. Am I right? In late last night.
At midnight.
Wow. We're glad to have you. I'm going to ask, can you tell us how many cards are there in a deck of playing cards without the joker?
52.
Excellent, excellent. 52 cards. And can somebody tell me how many weeks are there in the year? Exactly, 52. Brian, can you tell me how many suits are there in a deck of cards?
4.
Yes. Clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. And can you tell me how many seasons there are in the year?
4.
Yes, winter, spring, summer, and fall, except here at lovely briny breezes, where it's always gorgeous, spring and summer. And can you tell me how many cards there are in each suit? 13, you're absolutely right. I promise no stress. 13 cards in each suit, and that's 52 divided by 4. And can you tell me how many cycles of the moon there are in the year? You're right, 13. So you see, yes, 52 cards, 52 weeks, 4 suits, 4 seasons, 13 cards per suit, 13 cycles of the moon. Coincidence, you ask? Au contraire. I hope that's okay. I threw a little French. My mother would reply. It's cards, there's the go. Yeah. Cards were created to serve as almanacs of life. They were originally made out of wood in Korea, moved to China where they were converted to paper, from China to Europe where the court cards were added, and now we have 52 cards, 52 opportunities of chance. Now I'm going to ask Brian, you were so kind to volunteer, I'm going to ask you to silently think of any playing card you want. Please not a joker, I'll be the joker. I want you to think of any playing card, and once you've got it, I just want you to say, Dave, I have my card. Excellent, because now what I'm going to do, I'm merely going to name Brian's card. Well, that's pretty impressive. We had a heck of a time with the bingo card. But maybe we'll have success with the playing cards. And so I'm going to name your card. And for today's purposes, Brian, I am going to name your card Phil. You see, you thought I was going to tell you your card. That's too easy. Because you see, I've named every card in the deck. I have Paul, and Jake, and Rick, and Sam, and Dave. They wrote Soul Man, 1967, exactly. Yes. And Don, and Mike, and on it goes. 52 names in this deck. Alan, my brother, Jane, and Ruth, my mom, Rose, Bud, the Orson Welles fans. 52 different names, and one and only one is named Phil. And I did that in honor of Dr. Brackett, Phil, who helped put this together today, so thank you. One card and only one card, and I'm going to ask now, Brian, would you please tell us out loud, I'm going to get a set of gloves. May I give you one of the gloves? And I'll have you, because I'm going to have you pull a card out of the deck, okay? So we have one card. Brian, what was the actual card you thought of?
Queen of Spades.
That's correct. Please, a round of applause. Queen of Spades. We're going to go through here and look for the Queen of Spades. And when we find the Queen of Spades, gosh. I'm going to ask you please to remove the queen without showing her back. We have one card. 52 cards in this deck. Actually, 53 because it's not a joker. Only one card is named Phil. You thought of only one card, and that was the Queen of Spades. Is that correct? Please, if you'll turn that over and show us so we can see what is the name on the back of that card. Brian, thank you. See? Since Since things are going a little better with cards, I thought we'd try something else with cards, and this will get more people involved. We'll shuffle up the deck so that we've thoroughly mixed, so hopefully they're as mixed up as I am. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand out another glove, if I may. May I hand you a glove?
I can't see without my glasses, so if I have to look at something.
Thank you, I appreciate that. May I hand you a glove? I'll have you put on the glove because what I'm going to do, I can get it big enough, but I know what they say. Yeah. If the glove don't fit, we have to quit. It's going to fit. Thank you. Now I'm just going to have you say stop at any time. Okay, please don't let me see it, but I'm going to remove that card and I'm going to have you hold on to that card. Okay? Just hold on to that because we're going to take the rest of the deck. I'm going to put rubber bands around the deck, and then I'm going to bring the deck back in just a moment. And I'm going to ask individuals, if they will, to take the deck. I'll put it into your hand. I'll give you a pair of gloves. And then I'm going to ask you, please, just to pop the deck open, take a look at a card, let it drop, and remember your card. That helps. Okay? So please remember your card. And I will bring any gloves. Bring them with me, and I thought what I would do. And please, if I may have hands for people who would like to volunteer, I don't want to. Okay, very good. Thank you. Because I'm going to, we're going to get 4 volunteers, one way or the other. I'm going to give you a pair of gloves. Thanks, and I'll have you put them on because you'll probably want them for both hands. Yeah, these are not real. I bought mediums. I didn't know. Oh, good. Thanks. I'll give you that. Yes. Exactly. They need it. Good. Give me an exam. Here we go. I'm going to hand you the deck. And when I do, I'll put it in your hand, have you pop it open, look at a card, and then let it drop back down. Just pop it open, look at a card. Please remember that card. Got it? Very good. I'll have you remember that. And then, may I come over here to you all? I have a pair of gloves. Oh, sure. Why not? If nothing else, it's great for effect. Funny, Ted. Look good, Ted. I'll place this in your hand because I'm going to ask you then to pop the deck open, take a look at a card, and remember. Okay? Please pop, look at a card, remember it. Did you remember your card? Because that really helps. Remember that card, please. Thank you. So we've got 2 individuals now.
What about Ted?
Oh, you got your glove. Ted, I'm sorry. I thought you were just doing exams. I'm going to hand you 2 fingers. Please pop it open. Select a card and go with the sample. Got it? Very good. Just remember. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. We'll do a 4th. Sure. You don't need a glove? You don't need a glove. Please, pop the deck open. Take a peek at the card. Don't let me see what it is. Got it? Please remember, because that really helps. All of you who selected a card, if you will, would you please raise your hand to show that you selected a card. We've got, well, and you did too. Okay, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4. I kind of know because of the gloves. I'm going to ask you all, if you can, to please rise. I'm going to ask you to stand up if it's okay. I'll have you rise. Okay? Perfect. No, but it's okay. You said everybody. No, just those who select cards. Now, this is great. This is great.
It's a little retired.
No, this is better than doing a children's show. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to ask all of you selected a card to please turn and face the back of the room a minute. You're not being punished. I just want you to turn and face the back of the room because I want you to concentrate on your card. And as you do, do not say anything, but I want you to concentrate. Please don't do anything until I advise you to, because I'm seeing a 3 of clubs, I see a 5 of diamonds, I see an 8 of spades, and I see a queen of hearts. If I named your card, please turn back around and face me, and then retake your seat. Unless somebody took a joker.
How'd you do that?
Thank you. Please, a round of applause for our volunteers. I really appreciate it. And now, we've had some fun with playing cards. We've had some fun with bingo cards. Now I'd like to try something a little different. You see, human beings are all different because we have fingerprints that are all different. No two individuals have the same fingerprints. It's the same thing with U.S. currency. United States currency, produced by our government, has fingerprints. The fingerprint of U.S. currency is the serial number, and no two serial numbers are alike. So I'd like to try something today using U.S. currency. And I'm going to ask, if I may, I'm going to ask again for 2 volunteers. Would you all be comfortable doing something with currency? Yeah. Very good. And, very good. And I'm going to come to you as well. I have in my wallet, I brought my wallet with me, and I have mucho dinero. See? And I am going to remove, in fact, I can tell you, 30 $1 bills. That's how mucho. There's 30 of them. Okay, see. So I'm going to bring you, I'm going to give you 15 of the $1 bills. I'm going to turn them face down. I'm going to ask you, please, face down to mix those up, if you will. Just mix those up. And as you're mixing those, well, may I hand you 15 of the $1 bills, and I'm going to ask you to face down and mix those up. And then I'm going to ask you please to select a single $1 bill out of that. Don't let me see it, and I'll take the rest of them back. Got it? Great. And then I'll have you select one face down, and then I'll take the rest of them back. You hold on to that one. Oh, okay. Yes. And we'll take the rest, the 28 $1 bills, and put them back in the wallet. So we have right now 2 $1 bills in 2 separate individuals' hands. We could make this even more interesting because that leaves us 28 $1 bills. We'll take out the 28 $1 bills, and if I may, I'm going to ask may I hand you, please, to face down 28 $1 bills. I'm going to ask you, please, to mix them up, and then to select a single $1 bill face down, side unseen, and I'll take the rest back, 27. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you all, please, to now take your $1 bills and turn them face up toward yourselves. so that you all can see the $1 bills. And you can see on them now serial numbers. Now what makes U.S. currency unique, no two serial numbers are identical, period. What is also unique is a U.S. serial number on a $1 bill has a letter, 8 numbers, and a letter. I'm going to ask you all please to concentrate now on those $1 bills. Because as you concentrate on them, what I am wanting to demonstrate here today is the power of the mind. Because as you look at those $1 bills, I am seeing the following letters in front of dollar bills. I'm seeing an A to my left. I am seeing a D. And I'm seeing a G. Now I want you please to concentrate on those bills because I want you all to get very excited. I'm seeing an A. 06081949G. Is that right? Yes.
Wow.
And I'm seeing over here a D. 0831191. Is that correct? Thank you. And, thank you. It won't encourage me to do more. And I'm seeing a third one, a G. A G10301922E. How did I do? Thank you. But I still can't get a bingo card number. What the heck? Let's see. I couldn't even buy a bingo card number. Let's. Think very carefully. I assure you, very carefully. I thought now we'd shift to something else. I thought we'd shift to books. And I brought a bunch of books from our library at home. And one of the books I have, Fatal Sins, written by Danielle Steele's nephew, David Steele. And I thought if someone is comfortable with their vision, we would start with this. Is there any amongst us who's comfortable with their vision, has their glasses with them?
Anna can see.
Anna, there we go. Anna, thank you. Thank you for being here. Anna, I'm going to hand you that book, and I'm going to ask you, if you will, to share with us out loud how many pages are in that book. You need not be psychic, you may turn to the back. And if you'll tell us how many pages there are in that book. 280. Okay. I hope you all will allow me the poetic license to say 300 pages. It makes the math a lot easier. In a standard galley proof of a hardback book, there are approximately 200 to 400 words per page. 300 pages, that's 120,000 words. I'm going to ask you in a moment to open the book, any page you want. Now, if you don't like the page you selected, you may change the page, okay? And then what I'm going to ask you to do is scan down whichever page you select for a word. For today's purposes, I'm going to ask you please to select the biggest word, the longest word, the most letters, the most syllables. How come? That makes this the most impressive. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So please, if you want to pick up the book, then you may show whatever word or words if you find yourself conflicted. You see, in my day job, I'm a psychiatrist, so I deal with conflict. If you find yourself conflicted, you may select 2 words, okay? But silently look down, find the biggest word, the longest word, the most letters, the most syllables. Because that will make this the most impressive. And then, thank you. That's good. Glenn, you got the Jeopardy music going, and I like it. Did you find your word or words? Okay, very good. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, is there anyone else amongst us comfortable with his or her vision? Okay, very good. Very good. Well, here's what we'll do. I have a dictionary, and I have The Ultimate Flashback by Larry Becker. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you to say stop on any page. Very good. going to have you please look at the first word at the top of that page. Got it? And then what we're going to do, you see those page numbers. Can you see those page numbers?
Yes.
Very good. I'm going to ask you please to remember those two page numbers. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you this dictionary. I'm going to ask you to turn to those two page numbers in that dictionary. So we have a word selected at random, we have pages selected at random, and we're turning to the dictionary. And in the dictionary there are 4 columns. Columns 1, 2, 3, and 4. What column, Dr. Phil, what column would you like? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2. I'm going to ask you please to look at column 2, and at the very top of that column is a bold print defined word. Okay? And you can see that. Please remember it. We've got a lot of words floating around. Anna, you selected a word out of the book. Is that correct?
Yep.
Please do not tell me what the word is. Please concentrate on it. What I'd like you to do is not tell us your word. Would you share out loud the first letter of your word with all present? The letter H doesn't tell us a whole lot, other than I've had people tell me to get the H out of here. But that being said, I want you to concentrate on your word. We've got a lot of words because Brian thought of a word. Someone else is thinking of a word right now, am I right? You're thinking of a word. So, we've got the dictionary, 2 pages selected at random. And in fact, in the dictionary, 2 pages were selected at random, and you are thinking of a word. And the word that you're thinking of in that dictionary, all right, is D-Y-S-L-E-X-I-A, dyslexia, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Brian, you're thinking of the word latest, is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gee. And the word that you're thinking of, Anna, is something that is very important. I want you to concentrate because I'm getting the letters as you're spelling it. H-A-N-D-K-E-R-C-H-I-E-F. Handkerchief. Is that correct? And we have one last word that you're thinking of. That, interestingly enough, you're just thinking of a word right now. You just picked it. I didn't give you anything here. And it's letting me know that some of you may be feeling this after seeing what we did here today, and that word is frightened. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. Which one? The bingo? We can do bingo.
I'll take it.
Thanks. B-I-N-G-O. Very good. We've got figure 1 to 47.
No, he's not
Okay, have
done.
you got your number? You have a number you're thinking of? Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
Yes.
Okay, you see your number. Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
Yes.
All right. Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
Yes.
All right. Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
No.
Okay. Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
No.
Okay. And do you see your number anywhere on that card?
No.
All right. Please concentrate on your number because we may have a success. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. I see number 7. Am I close? Close. Let's do it again. By golly, we're not going to quit till we get this one. Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you see your number anywhere on that card?
Yes.
All right. How about there?
Yes.
All right. How about anywhere there? Don't sell yourself short. It could be somewhere. Okay, but it could be here.
Yes.
All right. And could it be here? Okay, thank you. And now, I think we have a winner. Please get ready to applaud if in fact we finally won the bingo game, because I think you're thinking of the number 23.
Yep.
All right, thank you. There is the possibility, I don't know, I'll turn on my phone, we've got a microphone, we certainly could give trial to something here. See if I can get my phone up and running. It is. Here's what I'd like to do. Let me do this. Charlie, I want you to think of any playing card. Please, any playing card. Not a joker, but any playing card. And once you've got it, I just want you to tell us what your playing card is.
Want me to tell you right
Yes, out loud, so everyone here in the room knows.
Deuce of spades.
Deuce of spades. Okay, because what we're going to do, we are going to take the phone and you guys are going to give me a phone number. You guys are going to help me because we're going to call a total stranger and see if we can all send our mental image to that total stranger. So I'm going to ask, doesn't matter how your vision is, please, any three-digit number. Oh, and I'll get that. Oh, you've got a card, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it to you.
We'll come back to that at the very end, okay? You hold on to that.
So you want the whole number or just three?
Three digits, please, right off the top.
917.
917. Okay, 1917. Now, how about three more digits?
621.
621. And how about three other digits? Four digits.
4878.
4878? Let's see.
4878.
4878. I have 917-621-4878. We're going to call that number. I don't know who we're going to get. Can you guys hear this?
Yes.
We tried. Let's try another one. Ready? Please.
609.
609. What about
518.
518? And then four digits.
7342.
9085. Okay. Let's try this. 609, 518, 9085. Charlie, you said deuce of spades? See if this will ring.
This is Chris. Is this my driver?
No, this is not a driver. This is Dave Goldman of Briny Breezes, and we need your help. Chris, you don't know us.
I'm waiting for a car. I'm sorry, who's this?
This is Dave Goldman. I can bring you a golf cart, but I'm not a driver. I'm
Is
asking
this
you.
live?
This is live, and I'm asking you to think of any playing card. We are all sending an impression to your brain. Can you tell us what playing card you're thinking of?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Please concentrate. Everyone is sending an impression to you. Thanks for doing this, Chris. I know you don't know me. Chris, are you still there?
Just any card.
Any card.
Got it.
What is it, Chris?
Just say it.
Please, and we really appreciate this. Thank you.
Two of spades.
Chris, thank you very much.
I don't know what just happened.
Well, I don't either, but could you think of a bingo number for me? Thanks, Chris. I hope your driver arrives. Thanks. Bye. Charlie, thank you. And now,
Wow.
you're still holding the playing card, aren't you? You've been holding that playing card throughout our entire performance. You selected it at random from your shuffled deck of cards. And I didn't want to leave anything to chance. So you see, I brought with me today a magician's insurance policy. And you see, the most common contract entered into in the United States is the insurance contract. The least often read document in the United States is the insurance contract. You see, I wanted to be certain that I was able to select your card today. And the conditions of this policy are, number one, all parties involved must be playing with a full deck. We're close. And now please open the policy, and I'm going to show you what our insurance policy shows. Would you please show us the card you selected? And